The Honda CT70, or the DAX outside the US, is a unique bike. Most striking is its stamped steel body, but the handlebars are just as interesting. They're designed to be fully folded down without tools so that the bike can fit in the trunk of a car. Pretty clever, Honda. And like most of the parts on my CT70, these handlebars are all bent and crusty. Most people will swap these out for more normal handlebars, but I want to keep this feature that is uniquely CT70. I'm going to recreate them from scratch, but perhaps a little taller so they don't hit my knees. You might have noticed I've been taking my time with this project. It might just be a mini bike, but I want to make sure that everything I make on this thing is something that I'm proud of. And that takes time. I started this channel in 2020 during the pandemic, where this shop was my gig. This is where I spent all day, every day, so it was easy to get stuff done. Now that we're back to reality and I have a regular job again, what I used to be able to knock out in one long, uninterrupted session now takes several days. Because of the fact that I'm only doing this for the sheer pleasure of it anymore, means that the only person I have to answer to is myself. Since the bills are paid elsewhere, my bikes can be as crazy as I want. That's not a bad trade-off for having less time to do it.
Oh, beauty.
You ever hear that story about the businessman who's walking along the shore and finds a fisherman relaxing? Guy thinks he's lazy. I'll paraphrase. Basically, the businessman is like, hey, if you work harder and you get more fish, you can sell them, buy better equipment, and then make more money. And then with that, you can buy a boat, and then a bigger boat, and then more boats, and then you can hire people to fish for you. And then with all that money, you can finally relax. And the fisherman's like, well, what's the point of all of that? Of course, if the fisherman's American and he gets a toothache, then he's completely fucked. That story with the fisherman? Neither of those guys is right. The fisherman is one step away from disaster, and the businessman? This kid's probably resented. Time and money are two kinds of wealth. Life is about finding balance between them. I love that I can afford to buy all these new tools and fund my projects, but being limited in when I can use them, that I'm not so into. If there's a silver lining to be found in this whole pandemic thing, it's that it allowed people to slow down and reconsider what was important to them. I still love building bikes, but the way I'm approaching it has been changing. More focused, more thoughtful, better quality. The videos are kind of the same way. Better, but fewer. Next time, I'll tackle the hand controls. Again, here the CT70 is kind of quirky. The purchase for the levers are part of the bars, and it has an integrated throttle, meaning the throttle cable actually runs inside the tubing. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm excited for it.